Hey guys, what's up? We're hanging out live. This is so much fun. I love doing this every Tuesday. It's not Thursday, it's Tuesday at different times. It's not Tuesday actually. Today's Monday. I'm still figuring out a good day to do this. I was going to do it Thursday. It's Tuesday. It's switched around a few times. But today's Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern time, and we're going to talk through some stuff about audience development using Periscope and Snapchat. And what this basically is what we do every week is, one of the things we do every week is look at the updates, online news, videos, everything that's changing in the online video industry, and talk about what implications it has for us as creators. And today there's 3 stories I want to talk with you guys about. All of them are linked up in the description of this video here. So go down there, you can click them, check them out as we go through this. I'm also going to bring them up for you. But as we're going through this, I want you guys to tweet me here. And I want you to tweet me right here at Tim Schmoyer is where you can do that, because as we go through this, at the very end, I want to bring up you guys and feature some of the things that you guys are talking about here as far as how do you best integrate Snapchat with Periscope, not those two, but with your YouTube channel and your audience development overall. And I want to talk about those things with you guys here today. So make sure you tweet me at Tim Schmoyer, and then I'll give you some of my suggestions, and then we're going to feature yours here towards the end. So start tweeting those, and I'll pick out some of those, and it'll be cool. Okay, so let's head into our first story here, which is this one at tubefilter.com, and it's about how Twitter is weaving Periscope into its social feed here. So one of the things you guys might remember back when Twitter purchased Vine is that Vine was doing okay by itself, but when Vine really took off is when Twitter made it possible for Vine, for you guys in your Twitter feed to start consuming Vine videos natively right in your Twitter feed without having to go get the app, without having to create another account, without having to sign up and all that type of stuff. And that is what's happening now with Periscope. Since Twitter does own Periscope and they also own Vine, they are now making it a part of the feed so that when you go live on Periscope, which if you're not familiar, it's an app on your phone that lets you, just go live. I was going to pull it up for you guys. I'm not going to, but it just lets you go live just from your phone wherever you're at, and it's really cool. It's a lot of fun. But now people will be able to, just inside their Twitter stream, be able to jump in, watch your live streams right there without having to open another app and everything like that, which is, I think, is pretty cool, and I think that's going to have a really tremendous effect on Periscope, just like it had on Vine. It's just gonna blow it up. So one of the questions you guys can tweet me is, how do you plan to use Periscope for as part of your social strategy and how you're developing your YouTube channel and your audience and things like that overall? So I'd love to start featuring some of your tweets here as you guys send it to me at Tim Schmoyer. Another story to talk about here is on real SEO, and it kind of goes along with this because of these updates happening with Periscope and Twitter. Here's an article about how you can use your Periscope streams as a part of your YouTube strategy. And so this is going to depend on what your goals are. This probably isn't for everybody, but basically what they're talking about is when you're done periscoping, there's this option on this screen right here where you can auto save broadcast. See this right here? And so what happens is it will automatically save the video of your live stream to your phone, which you can then use to upload to YouTube or Facebook or edit it if you want to do whatever you want. So there's ways to use either parts of your live stream on Periscope or the entire thing as part of your strategy, which is pretty cool. So that article is linked up down there below as well. And then also, lastly, this one, let's talk about this. So Snapchat video is going to outpace Facebook, which is something we've talked about here before. It's not totally brand new, but this is something that's going to become more and more of a thing because most people, YouTubers especially, like people compare Facebook and YouTube to each other, but Snapchat is actually killing it, right? So what do we see here? We got 7 billion views a day on Snapchat versus 8 billion views a day on Facebook, which is both a lot. Now, they do count views differently, and it's a little easier to get views on Snapchat if the maximum clip length is 10 seconds long, right? I mean, and just so you know, like YouTube is really far as watch time is concerned, is like many times ahead of both of them combined. But Snapchat is something that I have been trying to figure out more, and I'm using more. And I'm going to tell you guys how I use Snapchat and Periscope as a part of my social media strategy, my audience development overall. But Snapchat, if you're not using it already, might be something worth considering to check out and think about as you go forward with developing your YouTube audience and things like that. So what I want to do here is let me show you guys real quick. If you're not already, you can follow me at Snapchat. It's just at Tim Schmoyer, or maybe you can just scan that code. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but it's just Tim Schmoyer on Snapchat. You can maybe scan that code if you get lucky. Might not be in focus enough, but put video on pause and scan it. So let me bring up some of your tweets here. You guys have seen them coming in. It's been awesome. And we're all going to learn from each other here, like what we normally do in the comments, which we will still do in the comments of this video. But that's one of the things I like about doing these lives. We actually talk together, and interact and things, which makes this like really fun. So we're going to learn from each other. So one of the main ways I use them as I'm looking through looking through your feed here. Let me bring you Andrew Edwards. This is how he uses it, and then I'll show you some of mine. It says, Snapchat for me equals behind the scenes access to my viewers, which they love. Great use. And part of one of the reasons why this is such a great way to use it is because there's no editing involved. There's no it's literally you just take up your phone with Snapchat, you hold down record, 10 seconds, boom, it's done, you send it, and you can add some filters to it if you'd like, but it makes it really quick, easy way to engage people with content that doesn't take any time to produce, any time to edit, any time to do anything like it. It's just really, really good way to do that. So that's a great idea, Andrew. Hayden, I've been using Snapchat and love using it to promote when I make a new video. What are ways to better promote new content? That could be a great way, Hayden. I mean, I think it's a great thing to do when you've edited and you're published and you've just submitted your video and it's live on YouTube, and then you can snap it, just like right from your phone. Just hold it up. I'm covering my face. There you go. Just hold it straight up to your computer and screen cap part of it if you want, or whatever. I think that's a great use. And just telling people, hey, go check it out. YouTube.com/video creators, and get more people to do that. I have used to use Periscope a tiny bit, but had no strategy and stopped. You're awesome. That is good, because the reason I highlighted this is because it is important to have a strategy, guys. Here's what a lot of YouTube creators do. They hop on the next biggest, whatever the trend is, the biggest thing, and they're just oh, this is new, I'm going to use this, but they don't know how it fits or why, what piece does it, or what problem does it solve as a part of their strategy. And so they end up telling people, go follow me at 14 different places. And then you might be active on it for a little while, and then you stop. Or you might be putting a lot of time and energy into it, but there's no reward or payoff for you, nor for the audience either, because you haven't figured out a strategy and why you're intentionally using it. So personally, some people tell you, you have to be on every social media platform out there. I'm like, no, maybe not so much. Maybe you should pick the ones that work the best for you and helping you meet the goals that you have for your content, for your audience, and for the viewers themselves, and then use the platforms that work best. So yeah, no problem with that at all. Let's see here. Let me skip back to a couple more of these. Here we go. History Beauty. Hi, Melissa. I use Snapchat to show my life, my cat, and do live reviews of beauty products. That's a good idea. So if you're, do a lot of reviews and stuff, and you want to do a quick one real quick, you can do that. It's probably a little difficult, in fact, impossible to link to affiliate products or do things like that. But if you're doing a brand deal, and you can show the brand that just wants brand lift, hey, this is how much reach I have in Snapchat. That could be a whole new negotiating factor for you to use in your brand deals. So it could work out really well for you, Melissa, in the long run. Let's see here. Josh Speaks. I use Periscope as a behind-the-scenes Q&A before and after I record my weekly videos to drum up excitement when I launch it. That's a great idea, Joshua. I love that. That just shows me that you were thinking intentionally about this. Like I do this and I'm like, oh, I'm hanging out with my twin girls right now. Let's hop on Periscope, right? Because for me, and I'll tell you guys how I use this. One of the ways I use it is to have more of a live interaction connection, kind of like what we're doing right here. But there's something totally different. As you guys know, like I'm watching the chat go right now past all this stuff, and you guys are being awesome. Hey, Travis. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Andre. Hey, Meg. Year of the Gentleman, Cedric, all you guys, like Noah's Ark, you guys are all awesome, and I love watching you guys in here. Like, this is such a different experience right now than what you would have if you were watching this as like a polished, edited video comes later. Like the comments, the interaction is all totally different. So that's one of the reasons, because it's a different experience, a different way for me to interact with my audience. And it's a different value for you guys. I get to answer your questions directly. I get to feature you here more naturally. A lot of great stuff. And be honest, it's less editing for me. It's less work for me. It's less production. A lot quicker, more time I have to spend with my family, honestly, as well. And so using things like Snapchat and Periscope give me additional touch points, additional connections to my viewership and to my audience than I can do with a produced video. And it's just a different feel. So I think you can't, like for me, I'm still doing both. Like on Thursdays, I'm still doing these. They're actually a lot longer. They're more in-depth training videos about how to develop the business around your channel and how to earn the money from it that'll make your content sustainable and all that type of stuff. So all that's still here, but this format I feel like something that's really worth exploring. And Periscope is a quick, easy way to get started with that. Let's see here. Duato. Periscope is awesome for live music performances and throwing down an impromptu live session. Great way to get new fans and subscribers. Awesome. That is perfect. And Tech Global Review 1, I just answered this a little bit. But how would you use it? And I think for me, it's about another touch point. So about the human connection and the personal touch I get to have through something more informal, laid back, but more real and live, and more human, I guess. Maybe that's getting a little too far. I don't know. But then just, like pre-recorded stuff that we're used to doing. Which again, I think there's room for both and you should have both, but use them to complement each other, which is something I'm experimenting with more here, obviously. Why do you think Snapchat is so popular and more popular than Periscope? Well, one, Snapchat's been around for a much longer time. Two, I think they appeal to different audiences a little bit. Snapchat for years has been that younger, younger demographic of users, like the tweens and the teens, and now it's kind of growing a little bit more beyond that, but that's kind of where it really had that solid base. Whereas Periscope launched on Twitter, which is a more, the demographic of users tends to be a little bit more mature, young professionals, and it hasn't been around for as long either. So I'm sure there's plenty of other reasons why too. But Variety Girl 1, how do you get viewers to find you on Periscope or Snapchat if they watch you on YouTube or vice versa? Well, one way you can do is I've done it here, and that is in the description of this video. I just have my Snapchat username. It's just add me on Snapchat, which is at Tim or just at, it's just Tim Schmoyer. There's no at on Snapchat. There is though on Periscope / Twitter. You could also, in your actual videos, which I've done, this thing right here, I don't know if you can see that little code, people can scan, other Snapchat users can scan that. So if you have Snapchat, you can put the video on pause and scan it, and it'll just add you. And what you can do is you can download that snap code from snapchat.com. Go to their website, you log in, and you can download a high-resolution PNG image of your snap code, and then you can put that on screen in your end card, in your video, so that when other people are watching, they can just literally hold up their phone, scan your Snapchat code, snap code right on screen, and quickly follow you there, which is another great way to do it. So cross-promoting between all of them is really good. So if you're cross-promoting on Twitter, then now Periscopes can be integrated into that. You get followers on Periscope. You can talk to them. Instagram even, like I have found lately, that I am, and this is a whole nother topic, but you start building these other platforms, they start spilling over to your other ones. So for me on Instagram, I've been getting a lot more followers lately because I've been trying some different things there than I have before. And so we got like 1,000 some new followers over the past, maybe a week and a half or so, which for me is a lot on Instagram. And now those are people are spilling over our YouTube channel. Like, oh, so I post a picture of like this, or I'm talking about our YouTube channel on Instagram. People are like, I didn't know you had a YouTube channel. Like, what's the, tap the link in the bio to go check it out. Things like that. So, hope that helps you out a little bit, Variety Girl. And let's do like one or two more here. Vegetarian Baker. I use Snapchat as a way to feature up and coming recipes for my channel. It's like a behind the scenes. That's great. Yeah, plug it, build hype so that when the people who are following you on Snapchat then also are subscribed to you on YouTube, they see that video, they're like, oh, that's the video I saw her talking about on Snapchat. I want to watch that video. And you get engagement. One other way I saw someone, if you guys knew who Cullen and Katie are at BamaChick1101 on YouTube, one thing that Cullen was doing for a while is he gave a name to the Snapchat people. You see, he would be snapping with those people like more real time, and then the vlog, their daily vloggers, the vlog goes up the next day. And so all the people on Snapchat had like a name. I think he called them like Snap Pack or something like that. And then and he would have them all comment. He's like talking to the Snapchat people. Let's see if we can get all the Snapchat people to comment on this video as soon as I publish. And then he would snap everyone from Snapchat commenting on the YouTube video, And so like really great cross promotion. That guy's smart when he does some of that stuff like that. And yes, I should use my Snapchat yellow to promote myself. I did. Let's see here. A couple more. If I have Snapchat account that I use to communicate with friends, is it better to make a second one for my channel? It depends on who you're reaching with your channel and the audience that you're targeting with that, and who the audience you're kind of going for with your Snapchat. For me personally, I have it, it's just my own personal Tim Schmoyer, and I just kind of use it for me and everything. Because again, the goal for me with my Snapchat, with my Instagram, with my Twitter and things like that isn't just to have like all these separate accounts to manage. It's like, how can I make a better connection with you on a personal level, right? So here on Video Creators, we're talking all about audience development and YouTube and stuff like that. But who is Tim Schmoyer? Like, who is that person, And that's who those other platforms tend to reflect for me a little bit better. So that's why I do it. And I think that works well for me. But as you guys who are watching this later, even in the comments below, definitely feel free to come up with, your other things that you do that work well for you, and help each other out down there. And it's been awesome seeing all you guys talk about this in the chat too. Zach and John and Jerry and Earthling13 and all you guys. So it's been awesome. I'd love to hear from you guys as the comments continue in the down below. This is going to be a time for you guys to continue to help each other, support each other out, how to use things like Periscope and Snapchat as a part of your overall YouTube audience development strategy, and also give me some feedback about these live streams. What do you guys think about these? If you want to get a notification whenever I go live in the YouTube app on your phone, simply open the YouTube app, search for Video Creators TV, go to my channel, and on the channel is a little bell icon. If you just tap that little bell icon, you can, I'm going to see if I can do it really quick here, put myself on the spot. You can opt to get notifications of new videos whenever we go live here. So it's got my channel up. Here it is right here. So you guys see that bell icon? It's like right there. See it? Right there on my finger. If you tap that, then you can get notifications on your phone. And make sure you get notifications from YouTube overall as well. So thank you guys for hanging out. Subscribe. We're going to do this again next week and every week, just bring you guys up to speed on what's happening in the online video news world and everything. We also got a lot of amazing good content coming up for you guys as far as developing your YouTube channels and your audiences. We got a great video coming up on Thursday for you. Talk some more about different revenue streams that you can implement on your channel beyond AdSense that almost any YouTuber can do to earn money from the channel and make their content sustainable, so they continue to grow it, to reach more people, spread your message, and hopefully change lives. That's what this is all about, guys. So thanks for hanging out with me. It's been awesome, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye.